I thought I would share three more from three different shows from Chapter 48. It's a groovy aerial shot of downtown. Anyway, sorry. This first one, I think you will find fun. One on a beach. This is called Gary's Blind Date. A friend of mine had a roommate named Gary, and Gary was a man who was always down on his luck. And on one particular occasion, after Gary had a dating dry spell, my friend decided to set Gary up on a blind date. Now, he said, this girl is beautiful, she's funny, you'll think she's great, trust me, pick her up Friday night. And Friday came, and Gary, feeling more and more unapprehensive, said, but haven't been feeling well, I've been sick all week. And my friend said, now, I don't want to hear any excuses, you're going. So Gary got ready for his blind date and drove to the girl's house. She lived with her parents, so when Gary rang the doorbell, the girl's mother answered. Oh, you must be Gary. Please, come in, she said. And Gary got into the house, and the mother said, once he was in the house, she said, but my daughter is still getting ready. Would you like to wait? And Gary, still not feeling well, asked where the washroom was. She directed him to a newly remodeled basement. Gary walked into this brand new bathroom, new fixtures, thick, wall-to-wall white carpeting. Gary sat down on this new ivory throne, still sick. But when he looked over, there was no toilet paper. He couldn't just stand up, he thought. This isn't a regular trip to the bathroom. I need something to clean myself off with. He couldn't use a towel, so he took off his pants and used his underwear. But he couldn't leave the underwear in this small open trash can in the corner of this newly remodeled bathroom, he thought. So he dropped them into the toilet and flushed, which caused the toilet to overflow, causing the newly remodeled bathroom to look less than new. So there was Gary's dilemma. He had left his underwear in the toilet. He defiled his family's brand new bathroom, all without getting the chance to even introduce himself to his date. What are his options? What are his options? So he did the only thing he thought he could. In this situation, he climbed out the small bathroom window and drove home. When he arrived at his apartment so early from the date, his roommate had to ask. And after that, he never set Gary up on a blind date again. It's just a hysterical story. Like, what do I do? I think I'll just leave. Sorry. This is a poem from the Lake County installment of the Poetry Bomb. This is a poem called Being God. It's about a relationship. So, know that. I'm tired of dying for your sins over and over again. And why is it that I'm the one that's doing all the dying and you're the one that's doing all the sinning? I don't think you're learning your lesson. I'm tired of taking this knife to my hands over and over again, giving myself the stigmata. The blood gets all over my clothes, and I can never get the stains out. And for what? For you to see how I suffer? I'm tired of being humble when I'm supposed to be the one with the power. Over and over again, I become your servant, and never are you bowing to me. I don't even get a thank you. I'm tired of preaching to the converted when the converted aren't even really actually even listening. They're snoring in the back rows while I deliver my sermon, and there's not even air conditioning in here, and I'm sweating. I'm tired of coming to you and healing the sick, taking away the problems over and over again, giving you something to look forward to, and all I have is an eternity of waiting for someone to take my place and tend to my wounds. I'm tired of giving up the earth to you, watching the devil's work be done. And you know, he's just sitting down there and he's looking at me and laughing over and over again because it's so easy for him when he doesn't even have to work. I'm tired of being your salvation over and over again. You turn to me and I have no one to turn to but myself. It's a real pain, you know, being your own God when no one can save me from me. I'm tired of being your teacher, handing you what you need on a silver platter and waiting for that stupid collection plate, and someone is always stealing out of from the back rows. I know who you are, you who leave me nothing. I'm tired of wearing this crown of thorns over and over again. The needles prick into my skin, and even gods bleed. At least this one does. And when I ask you to wipe the blood out of my eyes, well, I can't see you anywhere. I'm tired of being something for everybody when everyone is nothing for me. Maybe the devil has the right idea. Maybe I'll sit back and wait for you to miss me as you wonder, who's your Messiah now? And you said 3, possibly 4. I'm going to put in this little haiku, and that'll be.
Oh, haiku.
That's a little thing. But this was. There are 2. They happen to be next to each other on the page. There's a haiku called "Keep Driving," and then there's a piece called "Driving by His House." So I'm just going to do a little short. Keep driving. You drove a convertible, and I saw you driving away in one months after you died. Please, keep driving. I'm tired of chasing ghosts. And this one, I like this one. It's called "Driving by His House." I know it's pretty pathetic of me. I don't know what I'm trying to prove. I don't even want to see him again. I don't want I even have to actually think about him again. I don't want to be thinking about that big bushy eyebrows of his, or the fact that he hunched over a little while he walked, or that he hurt me so much. I know it's pretty pathetic of me, but sometimes when I'm driving, I take a little detour and drive by his house. I'll just drive by. I won't slow down. I won't stop by. I won't say hello. I won't beat his head in. I won't even cry. I'll just drive by, see a few cars in the driveway, see no signs of life through the window, and then I'll just keep driving. I don't know why I do it. He never sees me, and I never see him, although I thought I didn't want to see him anyway. When I first met him, I wasn't afraid of him. Now, I'm so afraid that I have to drive by his house every once in a while just to remind myself of the fear. We all like the taste of fear, that thought that there's something out there stronger than us, that thought that there's something out there that we can beat, even if we have to fight to the death. But that can't be it. No, it just can't be. I don't like this fear. I don't like it. I don't want to drive by. I want to be able to just go on with my life and never actually think about him. I want to be strong again. I want to be strong. So today I did it again. I haven't done it for a while, drive by his house, but I did it again today. When I turned onto his street, I put on my sunglasses so that in case he saw me, he couldn't tell that I was looking. And then I picked up, and then I picked up my car phone, acted like I was actually talking to someone. And I drove by, holding this car phone, talking to my imaginary friend, trying to unobviously glance over to the house on my left. There's a lamp at the end of the driveway. I always noticed it. It lampshade. It looked like a huge glass ball. I always thought it was ugly. This time, 3 cars were in the driveway, and one of them could have been his. Through the front window, no people, no lights. I drive around the corner, take a turn, and get back on the road I was supposed to be on. One day, when I'm driving by, and I get that feeling again, that feeling like death, well then, I just might do it again.